New at noon for you, Florida's COVID-19 dashboard has been essential for us to put the curve into context for you. All the numbers that you see and all the numbers we show you each and every day here on First Coast News. But there is a new report that says its creator and manager has now been removed, and many questions are being raised about its transparency. The report hints that Rebecca Jones' removal was related to censorship of data. She was removed from her position with the Florida Department of Health on May 5th. Thousands of Floridians, of course, relying on this database to display accurate county-by-county COVID-19 testing data and provide a baseline for tracking the curve. However, in an email obtained by Florida Today, Jones said her removal was largely due to issues of transparency. That email reading in part, quote, "As a word of caution, I would not expect the new team to continue the same level of accessibility and transparency that I made central to the process during the first 2 months. After all," Jones said, "my commitment to both is largely, arguably, entirely the reason I am no longer managing it." So the dashboard, which would usually be updated twice daily, has noticeably fallen behind on data updates in recent weeks. On some days, it takes the website a full 24 hours before the numbers are ever refreshed.